Hello everyone and welcome back to Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishment. Now in the last one we found Peter Carey in his cabin with a harpoon in his in his chest. And
the suspect's belongings.
Thank you. And he
book that we found on Peter Carey's cabin floor.
And we caught a kid trying to break in for the second time with that knife, I'm assuming.
A pocket knife. It was used to force the door
And
of
after
Peter
we
Carey's
look
cabin.
at this bit of evidence, we are going to go back to this kid. Okay. Rotate from R. Dawson to my friend and partner, 1883.
And partner, 1883.
So it's definitely not
My
his.
From R. Dawson.
I totally...
Dawson.
Okay.
I've seen this name before. Perhaps my archive holds the answer.
Okay. I'm guessing that's something I can look at. But yeah, in this one, we are going to learn a little bit more, or look a little bit more into this case, and see what we can find out. Dialogue for the knife, and search archives. So I'm actually gonna do that real fast. Go back to Baker Street and look at the archives, see what's going on. There's not much else to do other than look that up and then talk to the kid. Alright, so let's... Oh, there's a letter?
This is where I keep my post.
Oh, I thought you actually had a letter. Okay, ring engraved. 1883. Dawson and Nelligan are bankrupt. The Dawson and Nelligan Investment Fund, a regional banking institution based in Cornwall, has declared bankruptcy as a result of heavy losses in its loan portfolio and has accordingly been assigned for liquidation. Oh, that sucks. It was the 23rd largest bank in Britain, and its bankruptcy was the second largest on record. God damn. Look, the liquidation of company is a pure catastrophe for many Cornwall families. Joshua Nelligan, one of the bankers, has since mysteriously disappeared. He was last seen aboard his yacht, preparing for a departure to Norway. Nelligan is wanted both by the police and his creditors.
Here it is.
Okay, so is this Nelligan or
now I begin to
is this
understand
his
that
kid
young
then?
man's story, but I am still unclear as to what connects him with the murder. It is time to ask him.
I don't think he's connected to the murder, actually. I think it was just, well, maybe he just wanted answers about his father, maybe? I don't know. I don't really remember much of this game anymore. I remember what happened in the cases, but that's about it. I don't remember why. I don't remember much of anything. Police notice one for... Okay. Ooh, who is that? John A. Woodard. Diamond earring. I think that's actually one of the cases that were written.
Locked.
Fuck you. Screw you, Lestrade. Okay, John Nelligan. Let's talk to you. Let's get a profile real fast. A shabby cap. Oh, patch. Oh, what was that? A thin neck. Don't know why that would be a thing. Expensive fabric, okay. so I doubt he could pay for it. Short sleeves, callus, scars. What more? There's gotta be something more. Before the fabric. Oh, there it is. Elaborate buttons. So he obviously can't afford something like this, and by the patch, it's probably a hand-me-down.
I have heard the story of Dawson and Nelligan, the West Country bankers.
Yes, Joshua Nelligan was my father.
I am aware that it had a bad ending. When the bank failed, it ruined half the families of Cornwall, whereupon Joshua Nelligan disappeared.
My father was under extraordinary pressure. Dawson had retired. I was only 10 years of age at the time, but it was still old enough to feel the shame that befell our family. My father was convinced that he could pay off all his debts if the creditors gave him time. He set sail for Hammerfest in Norway in his small yacht, just a few days before an arrest warrant was issued. He left my mother a list of the securities he was taking. No word was ever heard from him again. We believed that his vessel went down, taking with it everyone and everything on board.
Thank you for the story, Mr. Nelligan. At last, we are making some progress.
I know, right? What about the notebook? What's inside of it?
Does this notebook belong to you?
Yes. But where did you find it?
You know.
I did not know. I thought I'd lost it at the hotel.
You're lying.
What do these abbreviations mean?
Come on, man.
Oh, no. I beg you, I can't. If I told you, it would only make things worse.
But I will find out eventually, Mr. Nelligan.
Exactly. All in due time.
The sea knife was found near Carey's body. Tell me, Mr. Nelligan, did Mr. Carey try to defend himself or to attack you with it?
I don't know. I didn't kill anyone.
I think he's telling the truth.
The police seized this valuable ring from you. Whose is it?
I didn't steal it from anyone. It has always belonged to me.
You know that's not true. The ring's engravings.
The ring's date of engraving is many years ago. You would have been a child then, hardly in any position to receive such an item from a partner.
Yeah, definitely. So who is the owner?
Nelligan, who is the true owner of the ring?
The ring is mine.
No, it isn't. Fuck. The ring is mine.
So, Mr. Nelligan.
The ring is mine.
No, it's not. Father's jacket.
No, Mr. Nelligan. I believe that the ring had belonged to your father.
Oh, but how do you know?
The jacket you are wearing is made of an expensive fabric that only a man of exceptional wealth could afford. You do not seem to me to be a rich man, Mr. Nelligan.
Especially since you were very, very young.
It is quite clear that it belonged
to someone else. Probably not even 20.
Most probably your father. With your father gone and taking with him the family's wealth, as a little boy you had to find yourself a manual job, and it was most probably cleaning fish. You cut your hands often while working. I can tell from the scars.
Yeah. Very rough Mr. Holmes. Work he has to go through.
It all happened exactly as you say.
Bad.
Interesting. Joshua Nelligan and Peter Carey were both at sea in Norway. There is definitely some connection between Peter Carey and Joshua Nelligan.
Can I actually lower it? Oh, not right now, at least. Okay, something more to do. Break-in attempt. Not really. Deselect. Okay. Is that all? The break-in attempts were made in order to recover the notebook that had been laying in the pool of the victim's blood. This proves the guilt of the person who had made these attempts. It seems that way, at least. If that's all, then okay. Nope, it's not all. Okay. It's a non-smoker pinned to the wall. Swift action pinned to the wall. Task is experiment required. We need to find out whether an unskilled or untrained man could use a harpoon well enough to kill by fully piercing a body. Okay, so that's the next thing we do.
I need to stage a reconstruction.
Yeah.
I'm sure that Watson would be happy to oblige.
That would be great. Who's sitting there? Someone I can't talk to. Okay. Okay, more evidence. That doesn't really mean much right now. Nugget seems not to be an usual thief. What is his role in all that? Ship logs. So let's go back to Woodman's Lee and check those ship logs. See if there's anything. Okay, let's make our way down. We're going down. Look at the
18.
18.
This is the crew list of the Sea Unicorn. This is the crew list of the Sea Unicorn. Log notes for June. Nothing unusual. Log notes for July. Nothing special. Log notes for August.
Ooh, what is this?
Canadian Pacific Railway. CPR.
Alright.
A torn piece from a bond certificate. I have seen this abbreviation somewhere very recently. There are 3 ways of discovering what happened in August of 1883 aboard the Sea Unicorn. The first 2 of these will require speaking with a dead man.
Alright.
The last would be to locate vital witnesses, the sailors involved in this whale hunt
That sounds like a
campaign.
good idea. Oh. Find a use task for Wiggins. Wiggins, okay. It's been a while since I've done anything with Wiggins. If you don't know who Wiggins is, you'll find out.
Something new, Watson. I have the list of sailors who were aboard the Sea Unicorn. We shall soon learn what happened to Nelligan's father. I have only to find them. Let us hope they're still working at the harbour.
I think that if you pretend you're from Scotland Yard...
I doubt it, Watson. And really, I would prefer that all of this remains quiet for now.
Yeah.
But I have another
I could be
solution. I'll call in the specialist.
And who
well,
might they be?
I'm not gonna
The secret police
dress in
division
my
of
sailor
Baker
costume
Street.
yet.
Ah, you mean young
Okay.
Wiggins and his gang?
Yes. Believe me, you'll receive more useful assistance from these little urchins than from a dozen yard detectives. Those children are everywhere. They see and hear everything, and they are cunning. All they lack is organization. I'll summon them.
How will you do that?
There is always a watch beneath our window. I have only to call him.
Wiggins. Wiggins. Come up here, please.
Wiggins, could you come upstairs, please?
Ooh, I was almost on the dot.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Wiggins, I need you to track down certain people for me. I'll give you a list. You can read, can't you?
Big Oliver from our gang. He can, as his father is the coachman of a famous lawyer.
Oh, that's a
Fascinating.
good
Here is the list of sailors.
thing, I guess.
Sailors? Easy. Just gotta look where the rum and the red lights are.
Yep. You got that right.
Sorry to trouble you, Mr. Holmes, but the inspector asks that you come to the station as soon as possible.
Thank you. I'll be
why?
there shortly.
What are we doing? Oh, and I also have to talk to you, Watson, about the experiment.
A spot of whaling, Watson. Would you care to take part?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
No, but we do need to clarify what happened on the night of Black Peter's murder.
A reenactment, then? Is something bothering you?
The sailor's knife, Watson. Why was it on the floor?
Peter Carey attempted to defend himself?
It is possible. But if that is the case, then it alters many things.
I don't quite follow you.
Tell me, my friend, what is the animal closest to man? Morphologically,
Pig.
I mean.
Ah, I see what you're getting at, Holmes. You asked me that once before. On the Ripper case, I believe. Do you want to slit some
The
more
Ripper.
pigs' throats?
As in Jack the Ripper?
No.
Thank goodness for that.
I wish to impale one with a harpoon.
Wonderful.
It is wonderful, Watson.
Let us
Come
pay
on.
a visit to our butcher
Come on,
friend
man.
in Whitechapel. We
can do
require
it.
the carcass of a well-fed pig.
And the harpoon?
One of the harpoons on the wall of Black Peter's cabin should do quite nicely.
Yeah, it really would. Alright, so let's leave. Go to
I need to take
No. Let's go back to Woodmansley then, grab the harpoon, and do the experiment. Meet Inspector Lestrade at Scotland Yard. I'm not gonna do that yet. Not yet, at least. I will do it. Just not yet. I'm gonna grab this harpoon,
That should
thank
do
you.
Now I am ready for...
Yes, you are. But before we go there, I will actually talk to I will talk to Scotland Yard themselves. I'll talk to Inspector Lestrade at Scotland Yard and see what he has to say. Continue. Nope. Who is that?
Mr. Holmes, I'm glad
Oh,
to see you.
that's Lestrade.
As always, what happened?
We have a new suspect,
Liam
Liam Hurtley. I'm thinking that this case will be resolved very quickly now.
Why?
Interesting. Pray tell.
Well, the constable that I left at Woodman's Lee noticed a suspicious individual prowling around during the night.
Do you
Really?
have him here?
Yes, he refuses to speak with us, but we'll make him talk.
Let us hope so.
Yes, we will.
Oh yes, and one more thing. The constable told me that at the time of his arrest, the fellow was writing a letter.
Do you have it?
Of course. It's in the evidence room, at your disposal. Admit
Good,
that for once,
good.
Mr. Holmes, Scotland Yard is a step ahead of you, eh?
I doubt that.
Breathtaking.
I really doubt that. Let's go check out the evidence for him then. Hurtley's
These are the
belongings.
suspect's belongings.
Yes, it is. His boots, I'm gonna take
Liam
those.
Hurtley's old boots. They're a
Size
size 9.5.
9.5. Okay, we'll see if that,
The stains are fresh. They can be removed with the proper chemicals.
we'll see if his boots are the right size for those imprints outside of the cabin.
A pen.
And then,
Nothing unusual about
okay.
it.
And then we will go back to Baker Street and try to get or do some oil removal. That's the word. I can't speak. Alright, let's go. Okay, actually, we'll do this first. I don't remember pressing it.
I need to prepare a chemical agent
Oh, no, not
that is
this.
capable of removing fresh ink. For this purpose, the chemicals from the flasks should
Okay.
be combined in a certain order to perform a chain reaction.
Alright.
First condition, all 7 reagents should be used. Second condition,
Okay.
orange reagent should be the third one in the sequence after the blue reagent.
After.
Third condition,
Okay.
colorless reagent should be added after the orange reagent.
Alright, so the orange will be the 4th. Or the 3rd one after that. Blue. And after every orange, we need a clear. So let's take this. If we do that, do the green, I believe. And then do blue again. And then this will be the third one after the blue. This will be the fourth one after the blue. And then it should be 2 more, I believe. If this isn't right, I'm not gonna be sure. Did I do? Oh,
now I can proceed
I
further.
did it right on the first try too. Oh man.
Let us see if the content of this letter sheds a little light upon...
Okay, just rub the letter. Rub it. Rub-a-dub-dub.
I did as you asked and hid them well. Interesting.
What? Wow.
How would Hurtley react to this?
Well, before I do that, go to Woodman's Lee, see what's in there, or see if Hurtley's boots are the right size. If they are, then it's almost a clear-cut case. We'll find out. Yeah, first ring. Okay, Hurtley's boot. Drag it down. Perfect
These
size.
boots match the footprints exactly.
Perfect size. Okay, deduction. No gardener. Liam Hurtley's boots match the footprint at Woodman's Lee, thus proving that he was there. Judith Carey denies that he was at their garden. So, since she denied he was there, we need to go talk to her. See why she is...
Who could do such a thing?
Or not.
My poor husband.
Or not. Then let's... Okay, so... Let's... That's not the button. Let's go back to Scotland Yard, talk to Hurtley, see what he's doing. And that might be the end of the episode. You gotta be in some sort of hurry, dude. Oh.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation.
Yeah.
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I would like to ask you a few questions.
I've already told the police that I've nothing to say. And you're not even part of the police.
Who gives a shit?
Precisely. And considering your situation, it might be wise to speak with someone who is, shall we say, rather more neutral. You are a suspect in a murder case.
I know. Inspector Lestrade told me. It's ridiculous.
Not really.
Could you at least tell me who you are, and exactly what happened that you should be brought here?
And why you were there.
My name is Liam Hurtley. That I can tell you. But you're not getting any more than that.
Oh, I am.
Well, we shall see.
I am gonna get that. Do a character portrait.
Tell me, Mr. Hurtley, what were you doing at Woodman's Lee?
Woodman's Lee? I've never been there.
Really? You weren't there. Come on, dude.
The second pair of boots that you had with you when you were arrested perfectly match the footprints found.
Why would he have a second pair of boots anyways?
Was murdered.
That makes no
Footprints?
sense.
That's your proof? How many men have boots like mine? That doesn't make me a murderer.
Okay, but it just makes it likely, dude. Just a little bit more likely
Now that your
you're the
presence
murderer.
at Woodman's Lee has been proven, would you care to explain it?
I don't remember. What would I be doing there anyway?
Gardener?
Because you are the gardener at Woodman's Lee.
Come on, dude.
I'm not. How
Really?
did you...
I observed your hands. They told me that you work with the earth. Small fragments of plants snagged to your trousers
Yes.
indicate that you were mowing very recently. But the most obvious clue presented itself in the bird embroidered on your handkerchief. A crested tit, if I'm not mistaken.
All right, you got me. Yes, I am a gardener, and I went there to get my tools.
Really? What did you hide?
So tell me, Mr. Hurtley, what did you hide?
Let me guess, another
Hide?
quick...
What are you talking
Hey,
about?
Oh my god, dude, just pay up, or talk.
I
Jeez.
did as you asked, and hid them
Come on,
well.
man.
Should I continue?
My letter? But the ink? That's impossible.
It's
A
called
touch of chemistry,
yeah.
nothing special.
It's called ink removal, dude. It's
You're
not
the
that
smart
hard
one,
to make.
But it's nothing. If you want to know, I was referring to my tools.
Oh
It's to
yeah.
do with my work, see?
I will check that, Mr. Hurtley.
Okay.
That's all for now. Hurtley's stories are false leads, but now I know one
Yeah.
thing for certain. I must examine the site where the garden tools are kept at Woodman's Lee.
And we might be doing that in the next episode. Let me see. Character portrait. That's dialogue. Still need to find something out about that. Yeah, this seems to be a good place to stop. A lot did get done in this episode. I like that. Let me know what you thought about this episode. If you enjoyed it, leave a like down below. And let me know what other games you might want me to play after I'm done with this one. And I will see you guys in the next one. See ya.